talk about money, and let's talk about sometimes you not making as much money as you want to be making. I know for me in my business, I had no idea that income goes up and down. Did anybody else? Am I like, I think I was just so used to working in corporate where the paycheck was coming in every week, every 2 weeks. And I didn't realize that income goes up and income goes down. And I know that sounds silly, but I actually made it mean something about me. Like I made it mean that I was doing something wrong when the income was dipping. And I also was making it mean something about me when it was going up. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, you're a badass. All right, let's keep going. But there's something going on with a lot of people who own businesses who are not making enough money right now. And I don't believe it's the economy. I do believe that it is your messaging. So I wanted to talk through that and give you like a little mini coaching session on what you can be doing differently. So to be able to get more clients, okay, and to be able to make more money. Because I think knowing you've already got the spiritual part down, right? Like you're removing fears, you're removing blocks, you're journaling, you've got the books, you've got the podcast, you've got the coaching related to money blocks. I don't think that's it. I think what it is the words that you are using and saying. So let me give you an example. I have a client, Ashley, who is an intuition coach. And when I first met her, she, on her social media, was very vague about who she helped. She, would talk about the fact that she could give you private coaching for X amount of weeks. And she would share, you don't want to do what the gurus are telling you. And just this different messaging. And when she came to me, I said, Ashley, I think something that you should consider, by the way, I did a free coaching session with her, and this is like, we did it for each other. We like swapped. And I was like, I think something you should consider is the fact that you help people trust their intuition more and you help them make big decisions in their lives. Because I know when I was relationship coaching and I was doing the program Let Love In, I was constantly hearing from people who joined, men and women, I want to learn how to trust myself more. I want to learn how to trust my intuition. I want to be able to spot red flags quicker. What you're really saying is I want to get to know myself, and I want to be able to listen to myself when myself says to either go right or go left, and not second guess myself and not ask other people for their opinion. And I think many of us, again, who grew up with dysfunction and who grew up in environments where our parents were, maybe a little controlling or, authoritative, right? Which most parents are. It can make you always go to them or an authority figure to make decisions in your life. And that can be fucking exhausting, especially when you got to make a decision quick and nobody picks up the phone. So it's really leaning back in and trusting yourself and learning like, what can you do? So I'm going to take a sip of water here, but I said to Ashley, I'm like, you make those subtle tweaks and you keep talking about how to trust your intuition, 3 ways to trust your intuition, or 3 ways to make a big decision in your life, or you got to stop doing this if you want to trust your intuition. Like, use trust your intuition, trusting yourself, making a big decision, using words like that can be really incredible. You really want to focus on using words that your clients are using, the people, the students who are buying from you. So I like to do this little imagery with private clients. So if you want to close your eyes, or if you're driving, keep them open and think about you and I are sitting right now at a restaurant. And we're laughing and joking, and it gets kind of quiet, and you kind of lean your ear over because you can hear somebody next to us telling their friend, oh my gosh, I am having X, Y, and Z happen. I'm just like so annoyed and frustrated. Like I feel like I need help, blah, 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 blah. My question to everybody, all clients, is what is she saying? What is that person saying that's making you be like, oh my God, I can totally help them? That thing that they're saying in the way in which they're saying it, right? And in this case with Ashley's clients, intuition, right, is like, okay, I want to learn how to trust myself more. I'm literally second guessing myself all the time. Like, should I do this or should I do that? Should I go out with him again? Should I not? Should I call? Should I text? I haven't heard from him. But like just the spinning anxiety wheel. Should I take the job? Should I not? it's like those are her ideal clients. So it's like using those types of language, right? For me, I hear a lot of people say, like if I was sitting next to you and I heard somebody say, I am so overwhelmed, I'm growing my business, I feel so disorganized, I feel all over the place, like I just want to make more money, but like what the fuck, it is not happening. You will see on my social media that I use that exact phrase all the time. I think my Mass accent just came out all the time. It's true. So for you, maybe it'll be easier to talk it out and you can hit record on your phone and ask yourself, like, finish the sentence. Like, I help people, blah, 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 blah. Like for me, I help business owners who are feeling overwhelmed and really disorganized get their shit together so that they feel really confident and can make more sales, right? So for you, number one, helping people, dot, 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 or I help people, dot, dot, dot. What is the one problem that you solve? That can be really instrumental. And I'm going to read a couple of posts from my Instagram that I think will be really helpful for you. I've actually done some new posts that are getting a lot of traction. So the first is, tired of watching others make money while, oh yeah, his week. Tired of watching others make money while you struggle to make sales. What if you tried dot, dot, dot? Okay, and then into the caption, I wrote, what if you tried this instead? What if when you're selling your online course, you shared about what specific problem you help people with based on your experience versus talking about what they get when they buy it? No one cares if you're offering 5 videos in your online course or 3, as long as they know that your course is going to teach them how to insert the answer to the problemo that they're having. That's exactly what some of my students did well and have done well over the last few years. Take family addiction experts, for example. If you love someone with an addiction and feel like you're the quote unquote crazy one, then they walk you step by step on how to feel a million times better. Okay, how about Jackie Tim? Over here teaching people how to take their personal experiences and life stories and turn them into articles, podcasts, social media content, and speaking gigs that you can get paid for. Jackie is the queen of storytelling and is a sought-after writer for women's health. So remember, when you're on Instagram talking about your online course, you want to talk about the outcome your course provides someone, how it's going to make their life better, how it's going to make them feel. And then save the details of what they get when they read your sales page and they're trying to add their credit card information in, right? So that's something that I really, really want you to implement in your own business. And so the first exercise that you can do, it's not the typical ideal client. It's not she's 25 and he's blah, blah, blah. No, it's literally like, what's the problem that you help them with? And now I know if you're anything like me, you help people with a lot of problems. I've had people come to me who are on the brink of divorce, and I've had people who are in relationship with one another and having a hard time communicating. I've had people who have lost their sex drive and they want to get it back. I've had people who want to start businesses, grow businesses, people who want to have conversations with their dad and are feeling really uncomfortable about it. I mean, people come to me for all different certain things, but it's usually because one thing I said on social media really hit home from them. Now, if you picked up on it, you will hear the word online course in that Instagram post that I just did. I repeated it over and over and over again. So you can do the same thing. It's like I'm teaching people how to start their own online course from steps 1, 2, and 3. And one of the first things I teach is if you are going to take your personal experience and create an online course, you most certainly have to know what is the problem that you are helping people with. You know, you go to an ears, nose, and throat specialist because you have something going wrong with your ears, nose, and throat, right? You go to a gynecologist and an OBGYN. What? For vaginas, right? Like, come on. You have to know what you are going to that person for based on what's going on for you, right? So as you're sitting there thinking about, okay, these are all the problems I solve, see if you can't bucket them in and be like, okay, like for me, I help people with overwhelm. I help people get organized, but essentially I'm focusing on business owners. Do a lot of business owners relationship coach with me? 1000%. Because the relationship that they have with themselves and the people that they love absolutely dictate how they're showing up in business. So for you, again, focus on that one thing. For me, it's business owners who are overwhelmed and wanting to get organized, right? And at different sections of the year, right now I'm saying, okay, how can you build an online course? Let me show you how. At different times of the year, I'm saying, hey, your messaging is not helping you get more clients. Let me show you how to do that. Are you feeling overwhelmed and would rather feel really energetic about your life and your business? Let me show you how, right? So again, you can talk about different things at different times, but you got to be strategic about it. Like in June, I'm going to talk about this. In July, I'm going to talk about this. In August, I'm going to talk about this. And essentially, it's all feeding into, because I'm preparing my people, my students, to buy the thing for me. I'm right now preparing people to buy step 1 of how to start an online course, right? But for you, it might be, I am helping people buy a home, their dream home, the one that they've been journaling about for a while. Maybe you help people stop feeling like they're all over the place and feeling disconnected from themselves. Like whatever your thing is, be so fucking specific that somebody is like, boom, she only works with men. Or that person only works with women. They focus on lowering your bloat or like whatever it may be. So I'm gonna say it again, louder for the people in the back. The words you are using dictate how much sales you are making. And if you would like help and support on this, you can email me at support@katiegrimes.com and I'll give you a couple options that we can talk through. And be sure to hit follow on Anything for Love so you can get updates as to when the most recent podcast is coming out. Plus, maybe someday I'll want a Spotify gig like Joe Rogan and, give back to my community and start like, get a Spotify deal, like call her daddy who's making like millions and millions and millions. And then I can do what I really want to do, which is give scholarships and grants to business owners who are in the phase that you're in right now, which is you're making some money, but you want to be making more money. And so sometimes we need money to make money. And sometimes we need to change our messaging so that we can make more money. So with that being said, hit follow on Anything for Love, and we will see you in the next episode in Health and Happiness.